Mature woman says older men should stop dating young women. Hot young women. Well, not hot. I mean, there's no guarantee of that, is there? No. However, older men are aging themselves out of dating, according to this first woman. You know? And it's weird. It's like options. Don't we all have options as human beings? Can't we all make our own choices and decisions in what we want? But you know what I find interesting? There are a lot of women out there who advise younger women, do not make my mistakes. One mistake being dating older men and dating older men who may have money. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? A lot of women are warning younger women, don't do what I did. However, a lot of young women aren't listening, are they? A lot of them are questioning themselves like, wait a second. Okay, we understand you made a mistake as an older woman. However, me as a young woman now, myself, in the same place you were in at one point, maybe I can make better choices than you did. Yeah. Now that's not a guarantee. A lot of them may still fail the same way and get to a certain age and realize, my God, I messed up. I should have focused when I was younger. And it's like, okay, indeed. But the point is, a lot of younger women would disregard what the old women are saying simply because she's going to do it for the plot, isn't she? She's going to want to see herself, isn't she? Yeah, of course. Now, from men's perspective, how many men have seen that when they were younger, from school to college days, they saw over and over again older men picking up women their age? Yeah, all the young women their age. From secondary high school to college, the amount of older men with money and cars and houses and everything picking up all these young women. So what am I saying? I'm making the point from both genders, both age perspectives, and points of view. Nobody wins and loses. Some win at different points and different times than the other does. A lot of women 30, 40, 50, they would experience a lot of men in their age bracket dating younger women, and they would not like that. It means a smaller pool for them. Because on one hand, how dare men with options choose a younger woman? I mean, how dare you?
I also want to do a video today for the men. I rarely talk about this, but there's a thing, okay, that happens to men. You know, men think they have no expiration date, really. I ran into a guy yesterday that I recognized. He didn't know me, but I knew exactly who he was because he's what I call a usual suspect. So men become what I call a usual suspect when they've been single and in the scene so long, they've basically aged out. So now they're in their 50s and they're still chasing those 20-something-year-old girls. And then they're becoming like that old gross creeper guy. They're starting to color their hair and it never looks real. It becomes embarrassing.
Wow, the usual suspects of men. The Kaiser Solzes.
Usual suspect.
The Quagmires? Is that what she's saying? Older bachelors. I hope you're focused and on your square. But they're not dating their age bracket, are they? No, they're just disgusting, dogged men. F-boys and players, old F-boys and players, bachelor bastards who still have a taste for some good 20-something-year-old wap. Wow.
Usual suspect.
Spicy. But the point is, how dare you, woman? How dare you? We do not know this woman. We don't know her at all. I don't know if she's famous or something like that. I don't know if she's famous, but whatever. But let's not act like when you were in your 20s, you weren't having fun with older men yourself, weren't you?
Have no expiration date. Really?
Weren't you? We don't know, but yeah, she was. Yeah. It would not be surprising if we find out, yeah, she was. Yeah, she was.
Really?
It's okay, it happens. It's the circle of life. I'm quoting Lion King. But yeah, it's the circle of life, indeed. Look, let's point out some obvious things about modern times. 2025. A lot of women themselves have a get the bag vibe. Yeah. Strong, single, independent modern women.
Really?
They'll get the bag themselves or from men. Come on, or from men. Indeed. Either way, the point is to get the bag, isn't it? Okay. Now, for a young, hot 20-year-old woman, we're saying hot, but come on, all 20-year-old women are hot. And when I mention young women, I'm talking about women 20 plus. They're 20 plus year old women. Okay. At the prime and possible peak of their desirability, mountains of options available to them. Why wouldn't some of these women date an older, more financially stable man? Stable in many other areas as well. Why wouldn't she? Yeah. Now, the bad part about that is it creates a gap in the market for younger men trying to compete with older men, trying to date these same women. So what a lot of younger men in their 20s do, they seek and date older women. Yeah, which is what's happening a lot nowadays. It's very normal. It's common. It's always sort of happened, but I think it's happening more and more nowadays, more than ever. So it would not be surprising to me if this woman here was saying, however, as a woman, I've got a lot of 20 to 30-year-old men shooting their shot at me, trying to get some of my bones.
Really?
It's like, yeah, that's not surprising. It would make sense. It would make sense because a lot of the men in your age bracket are dating. Yeah, we get the point, don't we? The younger women.
For some good 20-something-year-old whap.
This is why the gaps are happening. This is why a lot of things are off nowadays. This is also why it's common for a lot of women to just sugar themselves out. Yeah? Sell herself, basically. Come on, I'm just trying to be modest. Sell herself to the highest bidder. The highest bidder tends to be an older man in a lot of cases, doesn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
And then they're becoming like that old gross creeper guy. They're starting to color their hair and it never looks real. It becomes embarrassing. So guys, please be aware that your time clock does absolutely expire depending on what you're looking for. But if you're, especially those guys in major cities that remain single, you do become that guy. Everybody's like, oh, that guy with the dyed hair, the creeper guy. He's still now so old chasing those same young girls he's always been chasing. But it doesn't work after a certain age unless you're prepared to pay for it.
I mean, when aren't you as a man? It's only if you're actually broke and she's paying for you. You sort of always are, aren't you? Yeah, she may require more because you're older and she's younger. Okay.
Pay for it.
Pay her rent. Okay, whatever. Again, I'm not saying any of this is good. I'm just making a point as to what's happening. I'm pointing out what's happening and why it makes sense for a lot of people. Look, on one hand, yeah, she's being bitter. Come on, she is. She's seeing the men her age dating some younger hot women and driving around some younger hot women, flying them out. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But if we're being balanced as well, yeah, a lot of middle-aged men are wasting their time. They are burning themselves out. They're just having fun, to be honest. I don't think they really care, to be honest. They're just enjoying their life.
Pay for it.
It's not that serious for them. But the point she's missing is, a lot of these mature men, they don't seem to, I mean, all of them aren't lacking a lot of eager young women, are they? I mean, money's money.
Pay for it.
It worked when you were younger, and it's still working now, isn't it? Yeah.
And I don't mean with a matchmaker. I don't mean with a matchmaker. But if you're still looking for that perfect girl to be your wife, and you still want her to be 25, 27, 28, and you are getting up there, you're getting so far away from the target at that point that the only way you're going to get them is to pay for them. You know what I mean?
I mean, sadly, in a lot of cases, for a lot of men, that's actually easier.
Pay for it.
You get what you want with less hassle.
I hope it helps.
I mean, does it help you? I mean, I hope she feels better. She probably does.
Pay for it.
This is someone else that is getting so annoyed at this generation. Like, what the This is the reason why I choose to be alone. Like, where is your soul? Where is your heart? Where is everything? Like, what the Wake up, be a little bit soul. Like, give a little bit soul, give a little bit heart, give a little bit love to this generation. Like, I just don't get it, and I don't want to be here. I don't I want to be here, but I don't want to be with these people that are so superficial.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, a lot of modern dating and stuff, I mean, it is superficial nowadays. A lot of it is fake. A lot of it is settling. A lot of it is pretending. A lot of it isn't real. A lot of it is a mask and cover up for other things. Yeah. But no, lovely woman, you don't want to end it, do you? You don't want to end yourself.
And I don't want to be here.
Come on, do you? That reminds me of a tweet I saw years ago. It's a wrong tweet. It's hilarious, but a woman was saying,
and I don't want to be here.
Oh, why is life so hard? I'm going to end it as a woman. I'm going to end my life. Now, this was a good-looking woman. Again, this is not funny, but some guy responded, and he said, wait a second. I mean, if you're going to end it, at least let me hit first. At least let me hit.
And I don't want to be here.
And before you end it. That's not funny. That's crude. However, it is kind of funny, isn't it? You sort of understand it, don't you? I'm not agreeing with it, but it's like, come on. It's a waste of some good whap. Yeah, it's a waste of some good whap.
For some good 20-something-year-old whap.
You don't care about yourself anyway. You're going to end it. At least let me hit first. That is so wrong. But to a degree, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Again, I'm not saying I agree with it, but hey, sort of makes sense, doesn't it? It's a waste of some good whap. It's a waste of some whap. Come on. Now, the point of me saying all of that is to address this woman's point here.
They are so superficial.
How superficial it is. Yeah, sometimes that's all it is. It's like, oh, look at this sad hot chick. Like, damn, this chick's sad, but she's fine. Can you turn around while you're crying? Yeah, you can look at the wall. I just want to, I want to see what you're working with as you're crying. Again, crude. Again, superficial. Again, this is possibly a man just overlooking a woman's feelings and her hurt and pain just to see what she's working with. Now, what's my point? Like how superficial it is for women to just see and chase the bag, it's become even more superficial for men to just see and just chase the yams, the cheeks, the boobs, the racks, the pretty faces, and obviously the drawers, obviously.
They are so superficial.
Incredibly superficial. What do men see when they go on the internet nowadays? They're bombarded by women, lovely women. There are a lot of lovely women on the internet, aren't there? Yeah, some of them showing you everything for free. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. So whereas on one hand you can see, yeah, a lot of women are so superficial. It's just nothing. It's nothing but money. They want nothing but money from men. Oh, sprinkle, 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 whatever. And it seems like a lot of men have just embraced the fact of, yeah, look, yeah, I'm a dog, whatever. Pretty face, boobs, and cheeks on the other face. We get it. We get it. Is it good? Does it make sense? Who does it benefit? No one. But this is what it is now. You either get with the flow or you just, you don't play. You don't take part in it. You don't take part.
This is the reason why I don't want to be in a relationship or start dating or even have like friends or something, because I know like everyone is the same. Everyone is exactly the same. I never met anyone with that big heart as me. I don't want to be.
Yeah, but let's be honest, it wouldn't be surprising if you were being egotistic. I mean, who isn't nowadays?
Egoistic. This is just the truth. I never met anyone that have a super big heart. Everyone is superficial. I'm not labeling or blaming. Maybe there is exceptions, but 99.9999% is superficial. No heart, just ego. Everybody cares about themselves. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, of course.
If I like someone, if I have a friend, if I have a boyfriend, I put them first. I go so far forward that I even forget myself. I put myself lower. That is the reason.
Yeah, but that is one of these sad realities about modern dating. How much of a risk it is to lower your guard.
Forget myself.
I mean, who wants to lower your guard? Who wants to do that? Because the fact is, it seems like so many people are playing other people, everyone else, that it's sort of at your own risk to lower your guard. Now, for certain men who are dating, who date younger women in their 20s, I mean, on one hand, I'm not saying it's good, but her frontal lobe hasn't fully developed yet, has it? Again, I'm not saying it's good, but I mean, hey, she's malleable. She has a moldable mind, doesn't she? You can teach her things, enlighten her, new understandings, you know? You can impress her as well. I mean, she hasn't been everywhere like a woman your age. I mean, she hasn't been everywhere already, has she? Now you can give her those new experiences, can't you? Yeah, you can. But it is a common thing for women who were once hot, or at least, you know, getting a lot of attention from men.
Have no expiration date.
Really?
Getting loads of attention, wanted and unwanted. I mean, it would be normal for a lot of them to just become bitter later on, wouldn't they? Because they'd see the attention all the young women are getting, and they think these young women are just, they don't understand, they don't know. These older men are just using them. And yeah, in a way they are. Like the younger women are using the older men. Everyone's using everyone. But the point is, access leads to excess. So many people have access to each other nowadays. It creates an excess amount of uncare, non-care, non-feeling.
They are so superficial.
A lack of need to care or feel anything for the person you're talking to, the potential person you're talking to, one of many persons you're talking to. So yeah, of course, again, for how great and grand and beautiful technology is, it has sort of embraced the superficial nature of a lot of human beings, sort of pushed it forward, hasn't it? Of course, a lack of romance and care. It's like, yeah, woman, you're good looking. I want to do you.
Pay for it.
Here's some money. Crude. In reverse, a woman could say, oh, you want me? You want my body?
Pay for it.
It costs this much. Crude. Again. Modern times. If a lot of people were honest, they're not built for this modern pool of dating. Everyone isn't built for it. However, it doesn't stop anyone and everyone from wanting to be wanted.
I put myself lower. That is the reason. I think it's my ADHD. I either 100% love or 0. I
Wow.
overlove. I do
Marmite.
everything too deep. I'm so fucking deep, and that is my problem. That's why I don't want let people in my life. I do it too much. I'm too deep. I overlove. I overcare. I over. And I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, I healed, but this is me. This is nothing wrong with me. This is just the way I am. I'm just deeper than people, and people are just superficial and like here. They don't care about you, but I do,
No.
and that is my problem. I shouldn't care about people that don't give a about me.
Again, lovely woman, feeling what it's like
I over.
to be a lover person, lover boy or girl in this modern time, and getting stomped on by the average superficial person. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. Your feelings don't matter. Only theirs do. Yeah.
But one thing I understood, one thing, that even if I will never in my life meet a person that loves as much as I do, that deserves my love, I will never do that. But if I one day get a kid, a child, a little mini version of me, she will be the person that deserves my love. I will give my child every effort. I will put her on priority. Love her the most in my world. She will be my everything. She is the one that deserves my love.
Understandable. In some weird way, to sort of give her the love you never had. Yeah, I mean, we're being honest, aren't we? But then again, I mean, a lot of women can relate to that, can't she? Won't she? To give her the love she never had. And to add to the point as well, I mean, come on. Some of the older women who give younger women bad advice are their own mothers, aren't they?
She is the one that deserves my love.
I mean, we can talk about women with daddy issues. And that's why a lot of older men are dating younger women as well. But that's not the point. It's not the point. But the point is, sometimes the older woman that ruins a woman is her own mother, isn't it? Damn, jealous of her daughter becoming the fine woman she once was. Or never was? Interesting.
And nothing else matters. I don't need to worry about her leaving because I'm her world and she's mine. Just like my dog. So, if you want to be in this generation and be lame and egoistic, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just saying it's lame.
I over.
Okay, no sound? It's just, I'm at a point in life where at 42, I have no boyfriend or family. Only work and home remain. And that's a tough reality to live with. Again, lovely woman, 42, no family, no man, manless single woman. Again, I mean, she's a bit of a hermit, isn't she? I mean, all she does is work and stay at home, basically. Unless she's on an app, I mean, she's not going to have many options and chances of finding a man. But that's a sad reality for a lot of women, isn't it? They have to use an app. The approach method, the cold approach method, yeah, that's dying out, isn't it? It's dying out. It's very rare nowadays. But again, who is this lovely woman competing with? Who's she competing with? Women 15 to 20 years, her junior. Women in their 20s to early 30s, she's competing with. In terms of man-seeking woman, this is a lovely woman. Nothing wrong with her at all from, let's just say, a visual perspective. Obviously, you know, she's a bit sad in her car, but come on, let's be honest. However, the reality for a lot of women, like the first woman doesn't want to explain, is, for as much as women like this put themselves out there, the gap that they're going to face is a lot of the men who are the types of men that would be good men for them aren't available to them. Let's be honest, they're not available to them. Now, no, it's not all men, obviously, it's not all men, but a lot of the decent, put together men who may be built up well, decent resources, focused, emotionally intelligent and everything. Yeah, I mean, they'd have a broader pool of women to choose from, wouldn't they? See where I'm going? So, I mean, because of that, her options may be a lot of trash men her own age, or a lot of young men. I mean, again, it's quite common nowadays. A lot of older women are dating young men. That's normally makes sense. I mean, I've always kind of dated older women myself, so I mean, yeah, makes sense. But the potential men, provider men, put together men at her age bracket, they've either given up, they're burnt out, or the ones that are dating, a lot of them would be dating younger women, which means it will leave a gap in the market for women like this. Sadly. Some of them turn into the woman at the start. on a beach, cussing men out.
Have no expiration date. Really?
Oh, you old bastard, settle down. No one wants you dodgy old bastard anymore. Wow. Yeah, it's okay.
Did you guys see the video of that mom who was asking why it was her older teenage sons and her young adult sons were always choosing women who were, what did she say, needed to be rescued?
Okay.
Which is code for crazy, broken. And she didn't understand it because their home wasn't broken. They had a stable home with good parents, which is just code for conservative.
Interesting. Okay, now I'm going to make a few points. I'm not going to do the political perspective, though a lot of the points may apply anyway. But the point is, like she just said, the woman who wonders why her grown teenage sons and the ones in their 20s, why a lot of them are coming across and dating
Crazy. Broken
women. Crazy, unhinged, broken women. Now, this woman here is making a point and she's painting a picture.
Crazy.
However, as a man, I'm seeing this picture more broadly and differently because a lot of men would say, damn, why is it my luck I end up coming across a lot of broken, damaged, sort of crazy women?
Crazy.
Yeah. You see, when men say it, it's just seen as something misogynistic. And it's like, I'm not deliberately choosing this. You come across a woman, lovely woman, you find out later she's crazy, broken, and somewhat unhinged. Yeah, a lot of men aren't doing that on purpose. I've never done that on purpose. However, I've ended up with, we get the point,
Crazy.
So we see what she's saying and how some men deliberately go for a crazy, broken, unhinged woman. But that's only a small picture what she's painting. The reality is, that's the options for a lot of men. It really is. Even if you're not the man to break her, a lot of women are just broken anyway. Jenny's, where it's like her family home life was not good. So she's from young, a broken woman. Now, that's not anything for men to take the blame of. The individual man, if there was a man in that situation who caused it, or men, that's different. But the overall point I'm making is, yeah, it is not uncommon as a man to come across a broken, unhinged, crazy woman. Some men make them so. A lot don't though. A lot don't, do they? So whereas she's making a political angle and perspective in what she's saying, I'm just saying as a man, if a lot of women are a bit broken, crazy, and unhinged, and you can date a younger one, yeah, just date a younger, hotter one. It's the same results. But she may look better. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? If that even matters.
Crazy.
Traditional, probably religious. Well, I have the answer. Your sons prey upon vulnerable women. They seek out women in vulnerable positions. They come in like a white knight to rescue her. And she latches on to them. They are easy prey. Those women are easy prey to your sons.
We understand everything she just said, but I'm not the sort of man that promotes saving a woman.
They are easy prey.
It's like, no, we don't do that around here. No captains. Don't do the captain thing. However, we understand a lot of men do. A lot of men do prey on a woman being in need of saving.
Those women are easy prey to your sons. That's why. Also, most likely, these men feel like having someone to rescue makes them feel like a man. They are not very secure in their masculinity because they believe in traditional values. A traditional man is supposed to rescue a girl. They're not looking for someone stable. They're looking for someone to take advantage of.
And to broaden your point as well, a lot of women play on that perspective in a lot of men.
They come in like a white knight to rescue her.
Playing on the fact that some men, yeah, do want to save a woman. They'd play on the fact that a man, yeah, he may want to, even though he's not doing anything, feel like he's doing something special in her life. Oh yeah, I'm a damsel in distress. Save me. She doesn't need saving. She doesn't want saving. But she banks on this man's want to do so. And in the end, simp him out. So we can see this from a broader perspective. We get your point. I get your point.
They come in like a white knight to rescue her.
But let's not act as if some women don't play on some men's, sadly, want to save a woman.
Looking for someone to take advantage of.
There it is. There's the $1 million question. Now, I'm going to try to make this as short as humanly possible, but there's kind of a lot that goes into it.
Okay, how much do you normally make?
There's the $1 million question.
On a date? For context, if I'm correct, this is obviously a sugar baby chick, okay? It's a woman who sells her services basically to older men. Her time. To what context? We'll let her explain. A woman like this has the ability to do what she's doing, doesn't she? Not that older women don't do it as well, because they do, but nowhere near as much as this young woman could she? I mean, she's going to explain how and why she does what she does and is able to do what she does. Again, people can act naive, but this is a young woman getting her bag, making her money.
$1 million question.
And again, because we live in this culture where, as a woman, one of the main things to do nowadays is to get your bag by any means necessary, through education or through men. Both, if you can. So yeah, there are a lot of grown, middle-aged playboys out here. Bachelor playboys, F-boy bachelor playboys. But if they have the money, would they ever run out of a supply of women to have their fun with? I'm just saying.
So it's hard because it is situational and it is subjective. There's certain factors that change things. What city are you in? Los Angeles, New York, Dallas. Those are all your places where you're going to get a higher value. Midwest places, not nearly as much. The second part of this is, expectations.
Okay.
Are you just going to get dinner?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do something else?
Bust it open, basically. Come on. No need to be coy. Most men aren't going to pay you to find out what you did today. No, come on, woman. They're paying to see your lovely cheeks, the ones on your face, and get the other ones. We get the point.
What are the expectations? But one of the biggest factors is what type of arrangement are you in? Are you doing a PPM? Are you doing a long-term arrangement? Are you going to see each other once a month? Are you going to see each other once a week? Like, what is it that you're going into? This is significant right along with the expectations, because if you're going into something, short-term, you can get more out of it. If you're doing something long-term, then, it's little increments at a time, but it's consistent.
Got to spread the cost. Spread the cost as a man. Yeah. It's like, what's the APR on your girlfriend, bro? What's the APR on your girl? Oh, I'm joking, but am I? Look. It's not surprising any of this has become so common nowadays. It's not surprising that a lot of relationships are this. They're contractual ones. It's not real. There's no feeling or emotion or romance here. And then it's like, a lot of women and people in general question, what happened to romance? Who killed romance? In this situation, is there a need for romance? What's romance about? What's there a need for romance for? This situation is about a cost, isn't it? It's about time. Yeah? Place and position. Come on. There's no need for feeling or emotion here. Is there? No. But my point is, situations like this have broken into normal dating. Relationships have always been, to a degree, about resources anyway. But the whole sugar aspect, some would say the sort of trick aspect, and the woman selling herself has just become far more common beyond a relationship aspect. In other words, I've said before, there are many people in dating who are dating at different levels. Some men have no idea that the woman they're possibly talking to is a sugar baby to another dude. So some men will be dating this woman normally, but have no idea that she's in an arranged relationship. Yeah, that dude's paying her rent. Yeah, she sees him once, twice a week, month, whatever it is. And vice versa, a man could be, dating a woman normally, yet he's got a sugar baby on the side. Yeah, we get the point. But the overall point I'm making is, so many lines have been blurred nowadays that of course it's all happening like this. Of course women are going to get the bag any means necessary. Of course men are going to get the draws any means necessary. It has become more superficial. But again, can you blame either? Or it's a sense of you either have to play the dirty game or don't play at all. Understand and absorb the mess. And understand you can never clean it off, but enjoy yourself? Yeah, whatever.
That's also where you can kind of pull the guys where you're like, hey, I need rent, I need car payments, because you're going to see them again. So then that's when it starts to help in those ways. If you're just doing, a one-time date, then you'll get one lump sum and then it's over. But as far as like an actual dollar value, you can do anything from like $50 because you're going out for some drinks to thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, depending upon what's going on, you know.
If he's gonna get cheeks or not. All right, yeah, come on. Stop being coy, woman. Draws and cheeks. Yeah.
Like in one of my videos, I said I was given $10,000 for basically nothing. Now, that was absolutely unrealistic. I had no idea. Still floored. Can't believe it happened. Will never happen again. But does that mean I haven't gotten several thousand? No. You know, I have.
Lovely.
I've also done stuff where it's like, hey, I'll go out to dinner with you or whatever. It's my birthday. I want you to get me a hotel in Vegas, and I want you to get me into this club.
Interesting. Fun.
Even then, payments can vary. It can be a cash value. It can be a gift value. Are you going to go shopping? Are you going to want to go on a trip? Are you going to go on a vacation? You want your rent paid? You want your electrical paid? Like, what is it? So long story short, can I give you a hard number? No. But, you know, I can make a video on, you know, how to approach that, how to talk about things like that, what avenue to take, whether you want a PPM or what they call an allowance. Like, I can do that too.
Of course you can. It will never matter what women say nowadays. The one thing men can bank on is a woman's love of money. Whether she gets it herself or she gets it from men, the point is, for the love of money. The world is yours. Have a nice day.
Usual suspect.
They are so superficial.
Crazy. Broken.
$1 million question.